allow questions and we say, you should not believe and just do these things out of fear, is because our scripture is set up in such a way that we are not believers. We're not believers, we are seekers of the truth. Our religion, Sanatana Dharma, is so open that you can be a Hindu and not believe in God. You can be an atheist. Some of you haven't heard that or didn't know that. We have systems such as Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Purva Mimamsa, and Uttar Mimamsa. And not all of these systems believe in the existence of God. What is important for us is, the word is Sanatana Dharma. Dharma means living among each other. I use the word in harmony. It is more important for you to live in harmony than to follow a religious tradition that says you must do this or must do that, and you see that it is causing problems. And you still have to stick to it because of a fear of religion or because the religion says so. Now, we don't entertain such kinds of fear in Sanatana Dharma. Why? Because we don't have this consequence of hell forever. We say there's no need to have that fear. You simply live your life in harmony with everyone else and you will get the rewards, which is called karma. What you sow, you reap, etc. So you need not fear the scripture, you need not fear God, because in our point of view, He has something better to do than to look down to see if we are making a mistake. That is not the kind of God we have in Hinduism. And He gives such freedom, Shastra has given such freedom that you could choose if you want to believe in God or not believe in God, or which God or which form you want to choose to believe in God. Amazing. Most other traditions says this is God and He says this and you must follow. Shastra says no. What is more important is dharma, for you to live harmoniously rather than follow any scriptural command, which I think is very logical. See, our young people should understand this difference in Sanatana Dharma, because by understanding this difference, you will understand how unique our culture is. What are we seeking? Moksha. Moksha is how to live in harmony with ourselves, to gain that freedom, to gain that fulfillment, that peace that we're looking for. But suppose I gain that, but I'm fighting with everybody. Does that make sense? How can you try to live with God in His presence when you can't live with the people around you? Does that make sense? What is the value of a religion that doesn't promote harmony? It promotes disharmony with other religions or other traditions or people who don't believe in God. Sanatana Dharma goes a little bit beyond that. It says, even at the expense of staying in harmony, regardless if someone is from a different religion, a different tradition, if you stick to your belief in God, and their God is different, or their tradition, or their scripture says something different, you'll be fighting forever. For us, what is more important? Dharma is more important, not God. It's unique. Did I say don't worship God? No, we absolutely do worship God, but we are given the freedom to choose. You can choose Shiva, you can choose Rama, you can choose anything you want. Why? Because God has to be all-inclusive and has to be available through any form. Why? Every religion says God is here, there, and everywhere, correct? So if you understand that sentence, if God is here, there, and everywhere, shouldn't He be here right now? May not be in a physical form, but His presence is, His Shakti is. We should be able to get in touch with Him by any medium. It is not just I believe in unmanifest God, we believe in unmanifest and manifest, in form and without form. And if you choose either one, that is fine. But you should have the option, because not everybody is at the same level of spirituality. So there is no way one particular teaching or book out of fear can increase spirituality. All you will have is people afraid of God and afraid of spirituality and afraid of the praise and the books, etc. or I might go to hell. For us, even if you go to hell, it's just temporary. It's just like going on a vacation and you lost your money and lost your wallet. That vacation is like hell. And if you go to heaven, that vacation is, I saved some money and now I'm going on a cruise and I'm going to enjoy this cruise called heaven. And when my money is finished, I come back right here. So that's all that is. Heaven and hell are temporary for us. We don't have this concept of eternal. Why? Logically, if you're to spend a limited amount of time here on this earth, you cannot get a result that is unlimited, because a limited action cannot bring an unlimited result. Logically, right? And if you say, well, I'm going to do good things forever, you have to stop sometime. Otherwise, you'll be doing good things forever. You will never get to enjoy that heaven forever. Correct? So logically, it doesn't make sense to think that I can live within 5 years, 20 years, or 100 years and get an eternal result. That doesn't follow the laws of physics or the laws of karma. So it's important not to have fear, which is what is available in Sanatana Dharma. It says, don't have any fear. Just live with love. Because God is not a fearful person for us, as Sri Krishna Amar sung in the songs earlier. He is there to help you. He's not there to punish you. That's our vision. And we have different forms to choose, or different personalities to choose based on how we feel. Some people may say, I like the look of Shiva. He's calm. He's, sits in meditation. Someone says, you know what, I'm a young person and I like Sri Krishna because he's happy and he's dancing, all these things, Some may say, I have a great value for Mother Earth, so I prefer to worship God in a female form as Durga or Shakti. So the choice is given that you can choose without fear, without worrying that this is the only way and that's the only way. Because in the end, if you follow the path of the only way, what has happened throughout the centuries? How many people will actually follow the only way? You will never has it happened that every person in this universe has been of the same religion. So what does that mean? You'll end up having disharmony in some kind of fight and some kind of problems, right? And it will never happen, logically. And now we know we have different religions, right? So if you have different religions and you can't get along because your God said this and his God said opposite. It's funny, there's always been a fight between the one God people, the no God people, and the many God people. We are considered the many God people. There are traditions that worship one God, and there's another tradition that worship one God, and they're both fighting all the time. And they might be from the same tradition, correct or not? You see this on the news, you see this all over. And they're from the same tradition. And they believe in one God, but still they can't live harmoniously. They're like cousins and they can't live harmoniously even though they come from the same tradition and the same God, the same book. And then there are the people who don't believe in God. Then there's a fight there. But what we do is we say, well, we give you the opportunity to choose many gods. What if people call us, you worship idols, you worship many gods? They don't understand what we're doing. That's all. So we are considered the many God people. But what is important for us is that we wish to live in harmony with the one God people, the no God people, and everybody, regardless of tradition. Because what is more important for us is dharma, not belief that is unverifiable. Not a religion that teaches fear. So, that's a short answer to your question there. I hope I did some justice. I don't want to explain too much.